Mrs. Ostrich is in a hurry. In the heart of the lush and vibrant jungle, where the towering trees formed a protective canopy overhead, lived a big, sweet, and proud daddy monkey named Dadda. Dadda was known throughout the jungle for his gentle nature and kind heart. He had a cozy treehouse perched high in the treetops, where he and his sweet little monkey, Laylay, called home. One calm and sunny day, as Laylay ventured quietly through the jungle, his big, curious eyes scanned the surroundings. Suddenly, he heard the sound of approaching footsteps, but it wasn't another monkey, it was Mrs. Ostrich, a tall and elegant bird known for her swift pace. Mrs. Ostrich was in a big hurry, her long legs carrying her with great urgency. She almost knocked Laylay over as she rushed past him. "Sorry, Laylay," she called out, "but I'm in a hurry. My eggs are almost hatching, and I still need to get food for them." Laylay watched in surprise as Mrs. Ostrich disappeared into the distance. He knew that the jungle was a vast place, and sometimes even the fastest animals needed help. Dadda, who had been nearby, approached Laylay with a gentle smile. "Laylay, it seems that Mrs. Ostrich could use some assistance. How about we gather some food for her? That way, she can go back to her eggs without worry." Laylay's eyes lit up with enthusiasm. "Yes, Dadda. Let's help Mrs. Ostrich." Together, they embarked on a mission to gather food for Mrs. Ostrich. Dadda showed Laylay which fruits and berries were Mrs. Ostrich's favorite, and they collected them with care. As they gathered the food, Laylay couldn't help but imagine the joy on Mrs. Ostrich's face when she returned to her nest with a meal for her soon-to-hatch chicks. He knew that helping others was a special feeling, and it made his heart swell with happiness. After collecting a generous supply of fruits and berries, they made their way to Mrs. Ostrich's nest. When they arrived, Mrs. Ostrich was surprised and grateful to see them. "Oh, Dadda, Laylay," she exclaimed, "you've brought me food. Thank you so much. My little ones will be so happy." Dadda and Laylay smiled warmly. "It was our pleasure to help, Mrs. Ostrich," Dadda replied. "We're glad we could assist you during this special time." Mrs. Ostrich eagerly accepted the food they had gathered. With a grateful nod, she hurried back to her nest, her long legs carrying her swiftly. Laylay watched her go, a feeling of contentment washing over him. He knew that they had made a difference today, and that helping others was a wonderful way to spread kindness in the jungle. As the sun began to set, casting a warm, golden glow across the jungle, Dadda and Laylay walked back to their treehouse. Their hearts were full, knowing that they had shared their love and compassion with Mrs. Ostrich and her soon-to-arrive chicks.